What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. So let's get the popcorn popping, get the sodas pouring, get the coffees made. Hurry up, make love to your wife, get right back at here because it's time for the Lucha Libre News / Rant show. This is your favorite show in the entire universe, I know. So let's just jump right into things. Got a little bit of going on, a little bit to talk about. So let's dive right into things. So Dr. Wagner Jr. and Blue Demon Jr. had a match at Consequence at Total. Now I know that this matchup did not just happen, but I ended up just seeing it the other day. Now I was surprised to see Blue Demon Jr. In a new mask and a new look for him as well. This new mask out is of course a much needed and very nice change. It looked really good compared to his old just straight kind of blue mask and trousers and that. It kind of freshened up the look a little bit and it looked really good, like way better for sure. Now the matchup was pretty decent, actually a really good matchup. Actually, it was pretty much a beatdown on Dr. Wagner Jr. Of course, Fabi, who ended up joining in on that, joining in on the beatdown, a run in from Taya, of course, as others seen a huge brawl in the ring, but of course in the end we've seen a bloody Dr. Wagner Jr. pull out the win. Now this definitely hyped me up and made me look forward to their matchup at Triple Mania, which is set to be a hair versus mask matchup. Again, still I think that Blue Demon Jr. is going to win that matchup, but I definitely think that the matchup is going to be one for the ages, and I think it's going to be a really good matchup for sure. But yeah, anyway, Ray Reeves seen Big Mammy and Nino beat Lady Martavella and Valandor Jr. 3. This was actually the first time that I ended up seeing Big Mammy in action for several months. I haven't seen or heard from her in several months. Nino, we of course see him all the time. Sometimes he brings out his title, sometimes he doesn't. But so this was the first time that we've seen them both together in action for a really long time. Probably close to about a year since I've seen them both defend their titles in action. But so of course it was really good to see. But yeah, so they ended up winning, which is of course even better. Now Cody Rhodes did an interview live, of course, during this event in the ring that he stated that AEW wanted to bring AAA stars to the promotion and vice versa. I hope now, me personally, I hope this deal goes a little bit better than AAA's other deals. Of course, we've seen their deals with WWE not being really that great for either companies, and of course their deal with Impact not really working out that great as well. So hopefully this deal between the two companies works out a little bit better. I know AAA is known for making pretty shady deals and them just not working out. So we'll see ultimately how it goes. I know even their partnership with Lucha Underground wasn't really the best either, but like I said, we'll see how it goes. Lady Shani ended up beating La Hydra, Kira, and Chick in a four-way matchup to retain her women's title. Like I said, I'm very happy about Lady Shani winning that. I used to really not like her at all. Like I used to hate this lady when she first started coming out, but now I actually really like her. She's definitely one of my top favorite female luchadoras out there for sure. Very talented, and she's one of the greatest champions. Proved to be one of the best champions out there for sure. Now also in other action, Bravo Jr., Mocha Kota Jr., and Tito Santana 2 ended up beating Draga, Joey Lighter, and Taya. Now I was definitely surprised that Bravo's team ended up winning this matchup, as Taya is set for a women's title matchup against Lady Shani at Triple Mania, which I'm sure she's going to end up winning. But I definitely shouldn't be too surprised. Of course, in the end of that matchup, we did see Draga turn on Lighter, causing them to actually lose. But all in all, like I said, I was still kind of surprised because of how the losing team, everybody seems to be getting a little bit of a push there. But in other action, we've seen Superfly Cheeseman and Avino ended up beating Drago, Pagano, and Puma King. This was definitely the matchup of the night. Anytime you really get Pagano in a matchup. You're definitely going to have the matchup of the night for sure, the back and forth. The hardcoreness and the Lucha Libre in this matchup was definitely all unreal. Really great matchup. Like I said, anytime you get Pagano, Puma King really as well, and Superfly Cheeseman and Avino in the ring, I mean, you know you're going to have a really great matchup. Now, of course, the surprise of the night happened when Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. ended up beating Texano Jr. and Rey Scorpion to win the tag team titles, but unfortunately this victory was very short-lived as the Young Bucks came out and beat Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. to win the titles. So I definitely hope that this was just a really bad dream, and I hope I wake up tomorrow to find out that Pentagon and Phoenix are still the champions. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I definitely figured that Rey and Texano were going to lose the tag team titles, as the two have not been teaming up together very much as of late. And Texano Jr. is set to take on Phoenix at Triple Mania for the World Heavyweight title. So I kind of figured that he would have to be freed up to do so. Obviously, you could hold more than one titles in AAA, but I just kind of figured, I had a feeling that they were going to lose it, so I'm not totally surprised by that. Now, Aerostar ended up beating Laredo Kid, Son of Viking, Jack Evans, Sammy Rivera, Taurus, Eclipse, and Vlandoro Jr., Golden Magic, and Mystics to win Ray DeReeves. I was actually surprised. I was picking Golden Magic to actually win this matchup. I was surprised that they went with Aerostar to win this matchup. Really great matchup, definitely one of the best matchups of the night, but I was still surprised that Aerostar really won it. Aerostar is kind of like Drago. I mean, they always lose. If there's a non-title matchup for Drago, you know he's going to lose. So I same with Aerostar. Aerostar just always loses as well. So I was really surprised that he ended up pulling out the win and come out with the win on that one. Now with CMLL action, they did hold their Tribute to Two Legends show on the 15th of this month. I watched this event and it was just all right. It wasn't really anything great, nothing really to write home about. We did, however, see the hair versus hair matchup, which was the matchup of the night and the highlight of the night for sure, where we seen Vista and El Terrible take on Angel de Oro and Nebia Roja. This was the like I said, this was the matchup of the night, and really the only matchup worth really checking out. You're going to check out this event, you're good to just fast forward it all the way up to this matchup. This matchup had everything you really want in a great matchup. It was back and forth, very technical, very much a very good Lucha Libre matchup for sure. Of course, El Terrible and Vista ended up losing, and they were forced to get their hair cut, which I was kind of bummed out about. I was kind of hoping that they would pull out the win, but I kind of figured because El Terrible did win the Universal Championship in a controversial fashion, I kind of figured the next time that they would meet him and Roja, I kind of thought that he would lose, so there you go. In MLW action, we did see La Parca, Son of La Parca, take on Puma King in action. This was actually a really great matchup. Lots of high flying, lots of non-stop action from start to finish. I was definitely surprised that Puma King ended up winning this matchup. I didn't expect him to win that matchup. I don't expect Puma King to have a very good career in that matchup as well, but we'll definitely see for sure how the rest of his career really goes. All right, so also in a ROH action, we've seen the big 17th anniversary for that. Now, the big matchup for that one was, of course, our big Lucha Libre matchup for that one was, of course, Bandido taking on Rush. Now, Rush, of course, hasn't been with ROH for very long. Bandito's been with ROH for a little while, not too long. This was a huge lead up to this matchup because it was the first time that the two luchadors would meet with each other ever in the ring, although they've worked with several promotions at the same time. This is the first time that they've really ever been in the same ring together. This matchup was really great. It was definitely pretty amazing. Couple botches during the matchup, but all in all, it was still great. It was definitely the matchup of the week for sure. As far as Lucha Libre is concerned, it was definitely really great. The back and forth was amazing. The high flying was unreal. The technicality of the matchup was just, it was so great. It was actually a true, real Lucha Libre matchup. If you want to see a true, real Lucha Libre matchup, definitely go out and check out the highlights on that one. You definitely won't be so disappointed at all. But anyway, guys, there's the show for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know very much, and I'll check you in the next video.